Let's talk a little bit about the pull movement.
Sure.
So, what kind of inspired you to create it? Let's just start with that.
Yeah, so there's a lot of moving parts to my passion and inspiration of the pull movement. So pull, as you mentioned in the introduction, is an acronym that stands for People United in Life and Liberty. I began with the principal understanding that we are all one group of people, all created humans, all sharing similar interests, and that the only thing that unites us is the fact that we are all pursuing life and liberty together. Almost everything else is absolutely unique. Like we speak different languages in America. We have different religions, different fashion interests, different music appetites, different heritages. And so much makes us unique. And having seen that there has been an effort to eliminate or end racism without a conscious effort to tackle what I believe is the cancer itself, and that is race. Race being the classifying tool that binds people together based on phenotypical characteristics. And I'd seen that there's no shortage of literature and no shortage of authors who've tackled or tried to tackle this topic for decades, nearly a century or more. And yet it just never gained a lot of traction. And so I wanted to take some of my business acumen and some of my networking skills and try to build a movement around the focus on race itself to tackle what a lot of people conflate or often confuse to be racism, when race is the cancer.
Well, what do you mean confuse racism for? What do you mean exactly about that last part? The race being the cancer, racism being nothing, or what?
So racism is the symptom. Racism is the symptom of race.
Good. Yeah. I just want you to clarify that, because our listeners, they're not going to get that unless you say it out loud. So that's exactly what I wanted you to say, right? Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. So, some of the nomenclature and the words that I use, the way I define them, I think it's important in any conversation like this to define terminology so that we could have a basis from which the conversation stands. And the word racism is the belief in race and that these characteristics create a hierarchy. Well, here's the thing about class structures, is that there is no class system without a hierarchy structure. Wherever there is a class system, and I think we perhaps even discussed this offline previously, Wilbert, where a class system exists, there is an inherent hierarchy structure. And so the effort by many is to eliminate the hierarchy structure without eliminating the class system. And so I wanted to sort of go in reverse and undo a lot of the ideological processes that have been conditioned in the minds of people from birth in America, and the belief that a person belongs in a group based on their physical appearance is not only biologically unfounded, it is the center of the toxicity of racism.
I can't agree with that. I can't agree with that last part, that it's the center of the toxicity of it. But I do think that it's critically important what you just said. I do think that you're exactly right. The fact that people are taught at birth that they're being part of a group means something about them is an incredibly important problem that we need to tackle that we haven't really tackled effectively. I think we're getting there. Like things are changing slightly, and people are, as the dialogue kind of increases in volume, I think alone, I think it's beneficial. But thanks for watching. For access to the full-length conversation and all of the 2-hour-long unedited conversations that I've had on race, click the support link in the description below. Thanks for your support, and see you next time.